This might be the absolute best way to play Poliwrath EX. Poliwrath is a really interesting card, right? Because if you're able to get water and fighting energy on this card, for 3 energy, it's swinging for 140 damage, and it has 180 HP. There are a few different ways to go about this, and this is a deck I saw from a tournament player named X-Key. This player was running 2 Lucarios, 2 Mantikes, and 2 Poliwrath. That is it for all of your Pokemon. The rest of your deck, and I say that is it, but that's still 10 slots in your deck. The rest of your deck, Rare Candies, Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Sabrina, Cyrus, Leaf, and Lily. The entire thought process here is getting Mantike into the active spot, using its ability Splashy Toss to power a Poliwag. That way you can get Poliwrath online. If you can do this, and at the same time have Lucario on the bench, this swings for 140, then with Lucario 160, with 2 Lucarios, 180 damage. This deck also has cool answers to things like Oricorio in Lucario, right? Lucario one-shots an Oricorio, which is really nice. I think this might be the most consistent way to play this card, where it feels like you want to pair it with something like Politoed, but it just makes your deck so clogged up on one line of stage 2s that it's really, really tough. So this is probably my favorite way I've found to play Poliwrath. Poliwag to start. We're going second, which means we do get to use Call for Family. It is scary running into Lightning because they can one-shot you, but they start Pichu. They might not get their Zera. We're just going to have to see. If they get their Zera, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's see what Lightning deck we're running into here. Pichu. It could have Oricorio. Other Pichu. Could have Arceus. Ooh, they got a rough start, it looks like. That is not the start you're looking for. Good for us, though, obviously. Professors grabs us Poliwrath and Mantike. So there are a couple ways to play this. I could draw through my deck a little harder with Call for Family, but I actually think, given the fact that we have a lot of what we need, the better call is tossing the energy back to the Poliwag and just trying to get set up here for Poliwrath. I think that's the better setup for us, because that gives us our 140, which is really strong. They could Sabrina us and mess with us. Okay, so it is an Arceus deck. It's kind of what I thought. Powering up. Leaf. Now, this is a tricky moment here. If I get another bench Pokemon, we're good to Mantike again. Okay, we do. So, I'm good to power with Mantike again because of that. If I didn't get another bench Pokemon, this would be scary, right? But I am going to let our Mantike go down. I'm going to power the other Poliwag. This way, if they Sabrina me, I give them Poliwag. If they don't, they take Mantike. It is what it is. And I have a Hydro Knuckle that can do 140, and that is 160 into this Arceus here that's weak to fighting. So they're in a scary spot. They're also, if they wait, they give me time to get Lucario online, which could be good. Okay, they're just going to power. I think that's probably the right play. They're kind of stuck. They might be waiting for Oricorio here. We're not going to be waiting anymore, obviously. We're going to retreat into our Poliwrath. No point in Sabrinaing yet. We're just going to Hydro Knuckle. Now, if they come in and hit, you know, Poliwrath, they could hit it for decent damage, but they're completely threatened by the Poliwrath here. So I think they're probably waiting for Ori and praying that I have no answer to it. I do, but it might be at the bottom of my deck, right? It might be the Lucario that's like all the way at the bottom of the sea. It's going to take a little while. I have to get Lucario online. And yeah, they didn't have any options. GG. Ran into a good deck for us for sure. Okay, we start Mantike here into a fire deck. A little unfortunate to go second with Mantike, but hey, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's nice to start with our baby regardless. They've got Eevee. So this could be a Sylveon Charizard deck possibly. Unfortunately, we can't crack Charizard in a single hit. Be nice if we could though. 2 Eevees. We've got 2 professors here, actually. Hopefully we can grab one of our cards. Riolu, Poliwag. Hey, we got a little bit of everything going on here. So, I think the best bet is just to get this Poliwrath online, considering I have Rare Candy. So I'm going to power it right now with our Splashy Toss. Good start for us. If they put that Sylveon in the active spot, that would be really ideal. If it's not Sylveon, that could be interesting too. Wow, okay. Not a great start for them. They have a lot of cards, but they are still looking for something. Maybe it's Charmander. Maybe I'm like fully wrong on what deck I'm running into here too. Professors gives us a Pokeball and Sabrina. I have 2 rare candies. I could put the other Poliwag down and start to power it. I might want it to be Lucario. I'm not sure. But I think I think I'll put it down and I'll power it soon enough. I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna take this first KO. Would have loved that Sabrina before I Professored, right? We take 140 here. 160, excuse me, I forgot their normal. Really good start for us. If they hit their basic here and they don't hit 2 of them, they're in a lot of trouble. If this becomes Sylveon EX, they're in a lot of trouble. There's just a lot of good situations for us right now. It's probably GG. Just a good start for our deck, which is cool. Cool to see. Other Eevee. Waiting for my opponent to return. This could be the Leafeon Flareon deck, but they might have just quit. Okay. They left. They're back. Okay, it is Leafeon Flareon. All right. So they need a Leaf Cape here. GG. Great start for us. Almost like that's like a picture-perfect start. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, what is the worst EX in the set? Let me know in the comments. All right, going first into a Psychic deck, we have a Mantike start with Riolu. Interesting. We might put down our other Mantike as well, but this Pokeball will give us either a Poliwag or a Riolu. I'm gonna hit Professors first here, so I have a higher likelihood of grabbing basics with this. We don't. We grab 2 rare candies. Poliwag is grabbed, so we're feeling pretty good here. The Mantike in my hand, I'm gonna put on my bench just so I don't get my hand disrupted. We've got a lot of what we need here. We've got our rare candy. We've got the energy being generated on our Mantike. Unfortunately, they are gonna go down to Eevee, but there's not a lot we can do about that. The entire play here is getting Poliwrath online, right? I will put Mantike back into the active spot. Yes, I know it can go down, but we can always retreat it if we see a better play here in a second, right? We do have our Poliwrath. I think the play is probably power probably power Lucario and then energy onto Poliwrath here. And then hopefully just rare candy at next turn. This also gives us an energy for Riolu to possibly finish something off with an attack. If they Sabrina, we're fine losing Riolu. Luckily for us, without Cape, we're in a great spot into Espeon or Sylveon. With Cape, we're in a worse spot, right? So we'll see what they got. Okay, cool. GG. No Cape means game over right now. Great start for us. They didn't have too bad of a start, but without the Sylveon card draw, they weren't able to get what they needed. We rare candy, bring in Poliwrath, and actually beat a deck that we normally cannot beat. We can't beat this deck. It's too good, but we beat it right now. And we just had to play for our win condition that whole time, only focusing on Poliwrath, just like get it online. Maybe we'll retreat Lucario, right? But there you go. Okay, we're starting here going second. We have Riolu as an option, but I think the best thing going second is to get Poliwag in that active spot. We could call for family and thin our deck a little bit. We already have Poliwrath also, so we might end up swinging with Poliwrath here. For them, if we have a Mantike, it needs to be in the active spot because Garchomp obviously will crack anything, right? I think my... Let's see. If this hits Mantike, it hits Riolu. Okay. I was going to say, if it hits Mantike, I'll leaf here, but... Professors grabs me Rare Candy and Lily. Alright, we got some options here. I think we Riolu the bench. Call for family. No Mantike. We're going to be swinging with the 100 damage from Poliwrath. Gabite can swing for 30. We get a Lucario for extra damage. Put some more energy. I'm going to Rare Candy my Poliwrath right now. I can't attack with it, but it doesn't go down now. I have Lily to heal, even if they hit me with 50, right? Even if they Garchomp right into 50. They might not linear attack the Poliwrath. I hope they do. Okay. Brings us down to 100. Would be scary without Lily, but we have Lily. Gonna go ahead and heal that. We also swing for considerable damage here. We swing for 120 due to Lucario. They could Lily, but they're still into the danger zone if they do Lily. And we could hit something nice with Professors. So this Garchomp's actually in trouble here. They Rare Candy the other Garchomp. Jeez, when it rains, it pours on the other side. Look at all these Garchomps. They could retreat into it and make a play. No, they're going for the Claw. Okay. Alright, other Lucario. We're going to go ahead and Professors here. Grabs us Sabrina and our Mantike. We can't really use that this second. I think the play is probably... Well, we could power Lucario. I'm going to hit this for... I'm going to KO this. This will come in. It can't KO me yet. It's going to be a while before this Poliwag comes online. I think I power Lucario here. Take the 140. Geo would be super unfortunate for us. Geo would probably win them the game. That would have been a lot of good cards for them, but anyone can get a lot of good cards. Sometimes you do. Skull Fossil. Cool. We are going to Sabrina for the win. Nice. Got scary. Punch. That was an interesting one. I don't run into a lot of Garchomp, so that was kind of a fun way for it to go. And it got close, honestly. Poliwag in the active spot going first isn't really great for us. Going second, it's okay, right? Because we could, like, call for family. Ori from our opponents. This might just be a Poliwag that goes down here. We get Riolu. I'm going to go ahead and Pokeball. Grabs us our other Poliwag. We could put Riolu. We could put Poliwag out. We got room for a Mantike. We get other Riolu here, which I don't love. We already have one to help us deal with Ori. Lucario one-shots it, so we're okay there. Our opponent has water energy only, so I'm guessing what we're looking at is Suicune Greninja. Mars is not bad for us. If we could get Mantike, that would be great. Cyrus. Ooh, cool. Oh, great. Wow. This is an excellent start. Okay. So we have to deal with Oricorio. Luckily, we have Lucario. I'm just going to need to get this Lucario powered up. We are going to... I could fully wait. I think the better call is... Well, I have to deal with these Oris. There are two things we can do here. I could retreat to Mantike, power Poliwag, and then start powering Lucario. It gives us two plays. Maybe that is the call. I don't like it. I'm gonna do it though. I will Lucario here. This slows down our Lucario. But at the same time, they don't have energy on Ori. I just have to have Lucario to clear them, basically. And they have few cards in their hands, so it'll be hard for them to get Greninja online right away. But not impossible. Every Greninja deck is online right away, apparently. Let's see what they get. Energy on Ori. Okay, they might be going for a retreat play here in a minute. We pull Mantike, which is a brick. Power Lucario. I'm gonna power the other Poliwag. Well, yeah, I'm gonna power the other Poliwag. My only thought here is this splits it up where they can't just Water Shuriken down the one that I have powered and ruin my day. Now they have to choose. They're powering Frog. Ooh, looks like they missed. Okay. I am gonna take the KO at this point. I think it's the call. This way, I can at least start clearing these. So when I do get Poliwrath, I just need that one. Right? Wow, looks like our opponent is not having a good draw. They need to retreat to a Suicune or something, right? But it doesn't look like they have it yet. They could retreat to Greninja here. Pokeball. Yeah, so they're digging for Suicune. If they get it, they can start making some plays. Because then they just start, like, opening everything up. They get Giratina. That's a playmaker, too. Power. And then power. Okay. We're going to go ahead and KO Oricorio. We still are looking for our rare candy. Professor's is great. Might get what we're looking for here. We get Sabrina, Pokeball. Pokeball finds what? Riolu, I think, at this point? Yeah. Okay. We have 5 cards left in our deck. 2 rare candies. 2 Poliwraths. What's the other one I'm thinking of? There's one other card in there. What is it? They could Mars me here, which would be a good play for them. I can't really not KO the Oris, right? I feel I have to. They put Froakie out. They could always retreat it, or they could just turn it right into Greninja, right? Here's the rare candy. Greninja's here. They might make a Cyrus play. They could chip Lucario. At this point, we're not too stressed about the Lucario. We just have to get the Poliwrath online, which who knows when that's going to be. Okay. They're going to take down my powered Poliwag. Boom, boom. Not much I can do there. I could put in Mantike. I'm just going to put in Mantike. I could retreat it in 1 second. We get rare candy, so we're on our way here. I think there's a couple ways to do this. I could put in other Riolu as like an option. I could Sabrina the Giratina, force them to pay to retreat it. Or I could punch Greninja right now for 60. I think I'm going to punch Greninja for 60. Well, I could always Cyrus the Giratina too. Let's Sabrina it. Let's go and punch it and just force them to play around it. They are going to probably retreat using the water energy, which is why they have it there. But we can bring it back. If I don't get Poliwrath, I can't win regardless. Because they can play around with Irida, so... They have to pay here, and then bring Ninja back in. Other Ninja. They might make another Cyrus play. I don't know if they have it yet. If they do and they take Poliwag, we're probably cooked. Okay, they're going for the Lucario. That's good news for us. Means we got a shot. 4 cards left. Finally. Had to get all the way to the bottom of our deck for it, but we got there. They had a rough draw, and it took us a long time to get our cards too. GG. We got there. We got there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you, and I'll see y'all next time. We did it.